Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to African Renaissance TV. You understand African Renaissance Radio. Also, today we are going to talk about Africa, and today is about democracy. How is the democracy in Africa? It's a very important question for African people. I mean, for also those who are in the diaspora. When you are abroad, every time you think about Africa, about our country, you understand, and how our people are living in the continent. In a lot of African countries, we can understand something like democracy. Sometimes it's real democracy, but sometimes it's not a democracy. In others, you have real dictators. It's the case of Cameroon, the case of Chad, the case of Togo, the case of Gabon, the case of Congo Brazzaville, and others like Ivory Coast, Guinea Conakry, Senegal. That's the states were democracy. But at this time, we can say it's not a real democracy as how it was before, as how we define democracy. What is democracy? I think that is the main lessons that we have to understand or that we have to teach to African people. I mean, one of our leaders, Madiba Mandela or Nelson Mandela, has taught us what is democracy. Madiba, he was in jail for 27 years in South Africa for fighting for the rights of his people. I mean, the rights of all South Africans. He was in jail not just because he had stolen something or just because he had killed someone. No. He was in jail just because he was fighting for the rights of African people. And when he was free in 1998, his share, the government was declared, and after that time in 1994, Madiba became the first president of South Africa, Africa independent. Madiba was able to stand in power until his death. But I think that what he has taught us, what he has taught to African leaders is how they have to lead their countries. He has said that what is important is not the number of terms that they have to done in power. What is important is what they have to do during their terms. How many terms Mandela has done? You understand? Just one. And he is and he will be, one of the greatest African presidents. The another lesson we have it from one president of our diaspora. I'm talking about Barack Obama. Barack Obama also came in African Union to teach to African leaders what is democracy and how they have to do for leading their countries. Obama was telling them clearly that if their constitution allows them to have two terms, after the second time they have to leave power. What is important is what they have to do, not how many persons will die while they want to take the power by force. Obama was saying clearly that even he would like to stay in power. But the constitution of the country is above what presidents want. The law is the law. They have to respect the law in their country. What we had in Guinea Conakry, what we had in Ivory Coast, and what we are having in Senegal is not democracy. Just because Macky Sall is saying that Sonko is an obstacle. Yes, Sonko is a real obstacle for him, for his party, and for what they want in Senegal. But that's democracy. Every Senegalese people is not obliged, to be with him. No, the democracy is there. If the Senegalese people, they want to be with him, they can be with him. But if they don't share his view, they are free. To think what they think good for their country. Myself, I'm not with Macky Sall. And I'm not the only leader who's not sharing his view. A lot of Senegalese leaders are against him. Because what he is doing is not what we want. We want real democracy. And, So, what is important today is to remember what some of our leaders has taught us. Mariba, he has taught us what is democracy. Democracy is one man, one voice. Democracy is good governance. Democracy is allowing every people to do what he wants if he respects the law. And if we understand what he's done in South Africa and how today in Senegal Sonko was taken by the police, we say that's not democracy. And Obama was saying also that Konde, Ouattara, and Sall, they had to leave power, not trying to stay for a third term, not trying to stay and kill persons in that country. And in Senegal, that's what is happening right now. How many Senegalese people are died these days? It's not just because they are ill or just because of coronavirus. No, it's just because of Macky Sall and his regime. That's what we have to understand. Good.